Hello, this video is not sponsored. This FunWhole brand police patrol car costs $40 US. That's its retail price. I paid $30 for it because that's the most expensive that I could find it because they are always having stuff on sale. I got mine off Amazon. It's also on their website, and it comes with 372 pieces with one figure. The integrated lighting kit is, of course, included. There are no stickers because this is a modern set from this company. So all prints for any decoration, well, prints and or embossed surfaces for any decorations that you see, or just simply molded details. At first, wanted to just get you a general look at this all the way around. So it's got, there are different interpretations of what does Cyberpunk mean. And this is obviously going for something similar to, I guess, a compatible style with Cyberpunk 2077, which is just the most popular thing that people associate with that style these days. The biggest surprise for me is, and very pleasant surprise at that, is that these side panels are lit up. So those are edge lit in, and then they've got a little bit of light blocking going around them, a little bit of masking. But I've seen a number of people ask, wait, what, is that just printed or what? No, it is printed and lit as well. So you can clearly see the amount of glow in there. And then of course you've got the light bar up here. These blink independently. So sometimes they will link up and then sometimes they'll be alternating. They're not on a single circuit that has logic to, just go between them. And you also cannot change the pattern for that. And then you also have the headlights right here. And let's see if I can get that to show up just a bit better in more shade here. A relatively subtle glow for the tails. I wish that there was more light that would show up there. From some angles, it kind of hits, but from a lot of them, it doesn't. I like the shape of all the red bits in there, but I just wish that was a little bit brighter. I definitely wish that the wheels were larger as well because they look tiny on this vehicle. The build of it overall, most of it was okay. It was kind of interesting. It does use a lot of studs on the side construction for stuff around the edges, which it just felt fine. I like how many silver colored parts that it comes with as well. And again, no stickers. Oh, this is kind of raised right here. That's nice. It's kind of a UV style of printing, but it doesn't have lots of little dots. I don't know all the different processes of print that are out there, but this is definitely raised, I believe UV style, but not as dot matrix like as what I'm used to. So it actually has some nice continuous lines there. And then you can put a figure inside the driver's compartment, but they don't make it too easy to open this up. You kind of have to get a fingernail under here, find a spot where this, I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but find a spot under there because I don't want to take anything apart that shouldn't be taken apart in this process. And then you can flip this up. You notice that you've got the wires back here. So those are just going to stay connected. And then there's the setup for the driving compartment with a couple of studs forward to fit their type of figures. So you actually stud in towards the front rather than on the underside, since they don't have any on their back sides to connect them to the floor. The floor is just tiled off otherwise, and that works perfectly fine and will work with the figures of other companies as well. It has compatibility in that way. The power for all of this comes from a battery pack. So you notice this time I don't have it connected up to a USB power bank like I usually do for these things, although that is an option for you. But this is just using its internal power. So there you can see the nice tail lights. And again, I just wish that more of that light would come through. But here's the battery. The battery box does not come with batteries pre-installed. You have to get 3 of the specific type and shape of watch battery. I'm not remembering the code off the top of my head, but that just connects to the power distribution block right here, which is kind of just a PCB, which also has the on-off switch. So if you want to see what this looks like with the lights off, if perhaps the flashing bugs you, easy enough. And you can take off the white parts here on the side and easily pull that up, or just use a Phillips head screwdriver and open that up to change the batteries most simply if you end up using them a lot. I personally wouldn't leave this on a whole long time, but if I did want to leave it on a long time, I would use a USB adapter, which they do give you. They do give you one of these in the kit. So you just route this back into that power distribution block, disconnect the battery box, and you're good to go essentially permanently. Here's what it looks like from the underside for anybody who cares about that. Does not use a specialized chassis piece, so you really do properly build this up, which feels good. And then there are also these couple of barricades, which are nicer than I expected. They even have two different, it's kind of supposed to be like holographic, or maybe hard light sort of signs. And they've got the regular version, and they've got a glitching version over there. So that's nice. You got, just the option to swap those around if you want. I like that. It's cool. It's a simple thing, but hey, effective and useful side builds. Here's the one included figure. Please just skip these sections. If you don't like the figures, it is illegal for any company to make figures that look like this. So if you're only looking like this, just get those figures. The hair piece is compatible here. This has a little bit more articulation than those do because you have the arms, the wrists, independent legs, and then also waist articulation with these. But the look is what it is, and an acquired taste at best, I'm sure. Here are the extra pieces, including a screwdriver for the battery box. They also have an extra set of non-glitched signs for the barricades, if you want to swap them out, and an extra pair of the wheel covers, the flat ones. And like I already showed you, also the USB adapter, which you can use for continuous power. And here's the car with the spare wheel cover pieces so that all four wheels are looking the same. I actually prefer this look just a little bit more, even though I typically would go for asymmetry. It's just that the wheels are so small that anything to make them less obvious to me, I guess, is less distracting to me. Again, the retail price of this is $40 US, and I paid $30 on Amazon. I think $30 is a reasonable price for it. I think $40 is not. I don't know if I'm being too rough with that, but just, it's just a car. Oh, by the way, the seating position for a single individual right in the middle of it for such a large car is unfortunate. I wish that it was offset a little bit, but yeah, it's just a car with lights, probably more lights than it needs, honestly, especially with these here on the sides. Those panels are extra. I would have preferred to just be able to see the tail lights, have those glow more, put double the lights back there or something. Or, also I think a little bit more brightness to the headlights would have been nice too, instead of this, and something more compact as well, given that it's just for a single figure. I don't know, this one just doesn't quite hit the mark for me. Bigger wheels and tires is the most important thing that I personally need out of this that it's not giving me. Of course, you can take off some of this front stuff, customize it up a little bit, make it a little bit less extra in some ways. But yeah, just in general, not my favorite. I think if you're trying to collect the entire Cyberpunk theme, because they are going to be continuing that theme with more buildings to come in the future, this is good for a completionist collection, definitely will add to those scenes, but I would never say that this is a must buy for anybody. I can't think of anybody who I would recommend this to very, very, very strongly. But thank you for watching. I hope that this brought you some value through the video, whether you agree with my opinions about the thing or not. I hope that I at least showed you the thing and helped you to come to your own conclusions about it. Bye for now.